Reselling, constructing, and helping out the local community has been the mission for Habitat for Humanity since 1976. The Fort Wayne chapter of Habitat for Humanity can be found on Lima Road down the street from Costco. Similar to a Goodwill, the Restore is a place where people can drop off used goods to be repurposed by other families in need. Proceeds from selling their used furniture, appliances, building supplies, household items, and more are then invested back into the organization to support their other projects. As well as being a nonprofit, Habitat for Humanity provides accessible volunteer shifts at either build sites or the Restore itself. Many of the Habitat's teenage volunteers say that the nonprofit gives them an opportunity to see how they are truly helping the area.
I've volunteered with people who are volunteering so that they can get their houses built for them. And it's been amazing, meeting people who this organization affects and not just being behind the scenes.
To volunteer at build sites, you must be at least 16 years old, while to volunteer at the Restore, you must be at least 14. All volunteers under the age of 18 must also fill out a waiver to be signed by a parent or guardian. While no prior experience is necessary, volunteer coordinator Kelsey Foster states that Habitat for Humanity will assign a variety of tasks to each volunteer in areas that will allow them to excel.
And if anybody at Carroll High School wants to come volunteer, we can accept volunteers as young as 14. And we, like I said, will find a task where everybody feels comfortable and confident doing it, and we'd be really, really grateful for anybody's volunteer hours.
As well as giving many volunteer opportunities, both in groups and alone, the Habitat for Humanity of Greater Fort Wayne has many charity events in and around the Greater Fort Wayne area. To reach their goal of building 20 homes a year, Habitat has worked with United Way, Mustard Seed, and St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Store both to expand the volunteer base and grow the organization. The Restore alone sponsors over 450 volunteers a year and accounts for more than a third of Habitat's annual revenue.
And then over at the construction site, they partner with a lot of businesses and will do build days with that business. Or, as you mentioned, the Women Build event is a month-long event where just teams of women come to the build site and build the homes together.
Social events in the Fort Wayne area have helped Habitat grow and expand its workforce through the help of local volunteers. In 2019, the Women's Build event alone raised over $158,000 across 81 teams of women for Habitat. The volunteer force is diverse, consisting of people working towards a home, veteran workers, and of course, students. At the end of the day, all participants learn a way to impact the Fort Wayne community.
Everything that happens here at the Restore benefits the greater Fort Wayne area. So when you leave the Restore, you have positively impacted your community. But you may also learn a new skill. I've taught volunteers how to use drills for the first time, or you may learn something about doors or plumbing or electric that you didn't know when you came in.
If you're interested in volunteering or giving a donation, HabitatGFW.com has the connections to get you started for working at the Restore or on a build site. For Studio 415, I'm Alan Sizemore.